Today's video is going to be on IVs, a certain type of intervention during childbirth. So IVs are used on 80% of women, which is most women having hospital births. They mainly use it because they want you to be fasting in case they have to do a major surgery like a C-section during labor, some sort of an emergency surgery. So they want you to be fasting. They don't want food in your stomach. So instead of drinking and eating fruit and staying hydrated and carved up during pregnancy, they're going to put it in your arm so that you don't have food in your stomach. Also, the IV is not just used for the fluids that hydrate you. They're also used to put your anesthesia, just to start dripping it through right in. And when they do Pitocin, they'll drip that right in through the same IV. IVs deprive the mother and the baby of nourishment during labor. It is very important, especially if you are in labor for days on end, like 24, 48 hours, because that can happen. It is very important to stay hydrated, drinking a lot of fluids, juices, waters, eating fruit, staying carved up, getting nutrients in. When I was in labor, it was so important for me to drink water. I felt so much. I didn't have a long labor. It was only like 2 hours or so, but just being able to drink coconut water or regular water in between was really good. I felt better after I'd take a sip every time. The lack of food during labor means the lack of oxygen to the baby. Also, the IV limits you to your bed. You can't get up to go to the bathroom. You can't get up to take a shower. And if you're in labor for more than a day on end, you're going to want to get in the shower. You're going to want to move around. And having that IV in you, especially if you're in labor for a long time, hours on end, that's pumping fluids into you constantly. And what happens is you can get edema, different swelling in different parts of your body from having all that fluid, from getting too much fluid in. Because it's unnatural to have an IV in you. You should just be drinking water whenever you feel like it. And, that goes to your cells as you need it, goes through your body, keeps you hydrated. Too much fluid to the mom and the baby during childbirth means the baby is actually born with too much fluid. So when they weigh the baby right when they come out, that weight drastically changes within 24 hours. And that means the baby's going to have excessive weight loss. Since the baby has excessive weight loss after having all these fluids unnecessarily pumped into the mother and the baby during childbirth, the doctors start to get concerned about the baby's weight loss. And then the doctors start getting the mother thinking, oh, well, I wanted to breastfeed. Well, maybe I don't have enough milk. So then the mother gets unconfident about breastfeeding, switches to formula, and that's how it starts. A healthy alternative to IVs, as I said a little bit earlier, is just freely being able to drink and eat whatever foods you want during labor. You need to stay carved up, you need to stay hydrated. I really love to eat pineapple. I had pineapple before I went into labor, and then right after I had the baby, I started finishing that bowl of pineapple that I cut up earlier that day. And I didn't really feel like eating during labor, really, but I did definitely feel like drinking. I had coconut waters. I had like 2 different coconut waters, and I had regular water. It just tasted so good. I felt so much better between each contraction every time when I would drink. It just felt so much better, less sweaty. It just felt good. So if an IV doesn't sound like something you want during labor, ask your doctor if you're having a hospital birth about ditching the IV. See if you can find one that'll let you drink and eat during labor, or even look into the alternatives like a midwife or a home birth. It's a lot healthier that way. Mother's in control of everything. You don't have doctors pushing anything on you. So take control. You have the power in everything you do. You don't ever have to do anything that anyone else pushes you to do. It's your body, your baby, your life.